Hey gang, how you doing? Jonathan here for Tailhunter Sportfishing, and it's time once again for the Mexican Minute La Paz video fishing report, coming to you from La Paz, Baja, Mexico, and then covering all of the fishing action for our Tailhunter Sportfishing fleet for the dates of the 17th of October through the 23rd of October 2021. Wherever you are, hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for checking in. Thanks for spending time with us, and please help us out. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, a like, and then please don't forget to subscribe. Help us get to the 1,000 subscriber mark. Okay, let's take a look at the fishing gallery, and I'll come right back to you and give you a great explanation on what was going on this past week. Okay, there's our fishing gallery for the week. Let's talk about what happened. As you'll notice, there are a lot of Dorado this week. We've come pretty much to the end of the season. I won't kid you. If you look back behind me, I know you can't see the water behind me, but it's about 11 o'clock in the morning here in La Paz, and the winds are already blowing. They're coming from the north, then they come to the south. They're really swirling around. They'll probably hit us from the west a little bit later on. You'll notice probably what you can see is the little palm bush behind me. You can see it waving in the back. The winds are blowing pretty strong. We're getting some gusts, maybe 15, 20 miles an hour right now. It's very, very erratic. A sure sign that things are changing. The warm water, the warmer conditions are starting to move out, and we're starting to get some cooler, colder conditions moving in. That means the complexion of the fishing is going to change. In fact, it's already changed. We're still getting Dorado, which is really, really surprising because the waters are definitely cooling off. But the Dorado we're getting, definitely a little bit bigger this past week. We're getting some 15, 20 pounders, not so many smaller ones, some really legitimate good-sized Dorado. So there's still some warm water patches here and there. I had some divers out, and they were telling me they were still seeing some 85, 87 degree surface water, so I think that's where the Dorado are holding out. And they're in a scattered area. Everyone who's wanting Dorado is pretty much finding Dorado. It's just that you have to find that warmer spot. Below the water, down by the thermocline, the waters are definitely cooling, and that's where we're getting some of the colder water fish. We're getting Pargo, we're getting Pargo liso, which are normally the fish that we get in the springtime. We're getting more barred Pargo. We're seeing more snapper. We're seeing more cabria. Some of the cabria are very nice, though. We're seeing some 5 to 10 pound cabria, some smaller grouper. Also, a sure indication that things are changing. A lot more Sierra. In fact, more Sierra in the last 3 weeks or so than I've probably seen, I don't know, in the last 10 years combined. Still seeing a couple billfish. I thought billfish had sort of tapered off about 2 weeks ago, but there's still some sailfish, still some marlin around, which is kind of fun and exciting because you're in the middle of a bonito school or you're catching some of the small Dorado, and suddenly you're hooked up to this big, 100, 200 pound fish that's taking your little tiny sardine, and you're on 30 pound test. And well, there you go. Chase it down and do what we call a Nantucket sleigh ride because you've got to follow the fish. So still some billfish around, but overall you can tell the variety is changing. We're getting cooler water fish. Like I said, the Pargo, the cabria, the snapper. We're also seeing, like I said, a lot of Sierra. Also seeing, unusually, we're getting some yellowtail. We're getting some rainbow runners, both related fish, both cooler water fish that we normally don't see until maybe March or April. Also seeing palometas. We're also seeing other members of the jack family. I don't know why I can't think of another word for them after the permit family anyway. But a lot of jacks are showing up, and those are again cooler water fish. So I won't kid you, I think we're just about at the end of the warm water season. Also, fishermen are tapering off. Fewer and fewer fishermen these days. We're coming up, like I said, to the end of the season. Usually from November to about April, we don't have many people fishing, and the reason for that is the weather can be incredibly erratic. You can have a couple great days, you can have some great sun. This is why all of the snowbirds start coming down from Alaska, from Canada, from some of the eastern states. It can still be sunny, but you get out on the water, and even though it might be calm in the bay, outside it looks like a washing machine, and some days you really can't even go out. In fact, in the last 3 weeks, we've had 4 days where we've had to cancel the fishing because it was either too rough to go out, or it was really, really rough, and the port captain shut everything down, wouldn't let anybody out. So we've got to watch out for those kind of days, and a lot of those days come up from November to April. So that's what we call the off season here. You just can't tell if you're going to have some good days, some bad days, and it can get really, really choppy out there. So anyway, that's going to be a quick wrap up on what's going on. Thank you so much for checking in. Really appreciate you spending time with us. Please don't forget to subscribe, give us a like, give us a thumbs up. You hang in there, take care of each other. We'll be back with you in another week. This is Jonathan for the Mexican Minute.